Hi everyone, my name is Umu and I'm ReacttotheK channel creator.
Hello everyone, my name is Kevin and I am a member of Classical Musicians React. I'm a pianist and today we are reacting to Boy by Treasure.
So I have previewed this song a tiny bit and that drop seems amazing. So I'm very excited to react to this with Kevin. Let's jump into it. 3, 2, 1.
Ooh, I like this vibe. Oh, the bells.
I can already tell this is gonna be hella lit just because in the verse we're already starting with the 4-on-floor bass drum beat.
Oh, this is how trap should be used in a pop context.
I love how syncopated the vocal lines have been so far. Nice. We kind of lost the drive, but now we're adding it back in.
Oh, the structure is so... It's so confident. I mean, it's a tried and true structure, but... What?
Woo! I love that switch octave here.
That's that one. Okay, a little halftime. Okay, the halftime thing, you know, could have done without. Kind of wanted to just go back to that. Oh, I like this guy's voice. Okay, I'm sold on this halftime. It's a good one. Yeah. The bass notes just on the offbeats. It's so good. Woo! I'm not gonna talk over it this time.
We have one bass, the main synth line, spacious vocals. Okay, we had a little bit of harmony there, but that's it. And we have such a hard-hitting chorus with just 3 different things going on.
Ooh, it's catchy. Even a catchy bridge. When does that happen?
Ooh, nice. We muted the 4-on-the-floor at that part.
What? Okay, this is a halftime I enjoy. That element of surprise, you know, it's not a predictable one. Semitone, or quarter tone even. Oh, that's the end. Oh, no it's not! No it's not! What? Oh, come on! Get out of here. Stop. Okay, now it's stopped. I didn't mean it to actually stop, but man, I mentioned how short this song is, but it does not feel that short. And I also mentioned how everything at the beginning was kind of cookie cutter. That's the word I was looking for. It was cookie cutter. It was kind of standard, but still a good iteration of it. But man, I was not ready for that.
Based on this song, I feel like there's different areas they can adventure into for their sound. We've got a melodic pre-chorus with a drop with a modal synth, modal meaning that it borrows notes from outside of the key area that it was in. And it's very minimalistic, but it's a dance track and it hits hard. And then we have the dance break and then we have an outro where it's even grander than before. And we've got a lot of the bass movement tends to be just prolonging one note, which we call a drone. Just and then we have some, aside from very spaced out, simple vocal melodies, we have some other synth doing like doo doo or like doo doo or like little pitched like boop 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 stuff. So you can definitely connect this to the YG sound, but you can also see, okay, these are all the different areas that this boy group can go into, which overall just creates a really solid debut.
We're on.
So you got to this a little bit before me.
Yes.
It has the boy group sound of EDM, hip hop, and trap beats. And then we had the form that would be given to a Blackpink song. I'm curious where it's going to go. I did feel like it was just very much a boy group song. Those were like my immediate thoughts. What are yours?
I was insanely enamored with this.
Ooh,
I thought this song was phenomenal.
Whoa!
Yeah, it's just amazing, incredible. Here's what happened.
Okay.
Beginning of my reaction, I was like, okay, a little cookie cutter. It's a little standard.
Yeah.
You know, some standard stuff going on. But then, yeah, the first drop happened, which
And you were like,
I mean, I love the first drop, yeah, because it's not just harmonic minor anymore. It's one flat 5-7-1, which is a very gnarly.
Flat 5?
Yeah, one flat 5-7-1. And then it went downwards and upwards, and I just love that bass so much.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, everything just fit. I love the beat. This is my kind of beat. It just it's so cozy. I like the cozy, and then when it dropped and introduced that gnarly bass line, it didn't feel like it detracted from it because it went back there right afterwards. And like, yeah, it does nothing new in terms of structure, but I was really surprised that after that halftime drop with a which I think had some quarter tones in them.
The dance break?
Yes. So after that, I was expecting the song to actually end. I didn't expect the final
that was
drop.
really nice. That was
A really nice surprise.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, it's gonna end. I'm gonna feel
exactly.
unfulfilled, but it didn't.
And the whole song is only like 3 minutes and 15 seconds. It doesn't feel that short. It feels like a fuller experience than that. But yeah, just it fit my vibe. I thought the melody was good. And I even thought that when the drop happened, they were still doing interesting things with their vocals. Like there was some 1-5-1-5-1, which, you know, isn't that interesting, but it's better than just repeating the same thing 4 times while the riff does its own job. The beginning of the song really set it up nicely for me because I really liked it, and so it was easier to just find good things that it did despite following a very standard structure. I was just like, oh, I like this too, I like this too, I like this too. But it just felt like it felt like my song, as entitled as that sounds.
No, yeah, I think what fascinates me is how well this sudden shift to non-diatonic notes in the chorus fits with the very meshed together other sections of the song. Like, sure, the notes itself shock you, but it's like, yeah, this works really well. And I think also that, like you were saying, the vocal melody during the drop wasn't boring because it didn't keep repeating the exact same phrase over and over. And it also covered quite a bit of range. Because of like, da-da-da, and then like something down here, and then something in the middle, and then back up to this range.
Right.
So we still kept painting like a wide, luscious pattern.
I will admit that the first halftime drop after the first chorus, I was like, oh, I've heard this many times before.
Yeah.
But then, like, you know, it went a little longer, and then the second guy who sang during that first halftime drop, his voice was so interesting. It was very boyish, very young, but it fit that halftime mode in a way that I don't know, it kind of blew me away as well. I'm like, oh, even this halftime drop has something that's interesting. I think he was like a green-haired, like a teal-haired guy. Yeah, and I was just like, whoa, this is really cool.
It's wonderful for debuts, because I feel like there are certain tropes that debuts can go for, and this is one that is kind of just putting it out there. It's like, no, we're not going to do like a super boy track. No, we're not going to be only like, you know, we're, you know, 25-year-olds and we're serious, you know? It's like a mixture of multiple things that allows them to adventure into so many different areas in the future.
There is potential there, I think.
Yeah, for sure. Woo! Okay, well, I'm so curious what other people think of this debut as well. I saw a lot of people freaking out on my Twitter feed about this debut, so I was excited to get to this. And yeah, finally we did. Solid debut. Leave a comment what you think of our opinions, what you think of this song. And
Yep,
tell
I
us about
loved
the
it.
members.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
We want to learn the names and put
And play
face
the
to name
games
to
and
voice.
learn the names and watch the games. Do you still have game shows during COVID? I don't know.
Why are they doing variety shows? They Thanks so much for
Yeah.
watching, everyone. We'll see y'all later.
Bye.
Bye.